guys, so a lot of what we've got here I quite like, but certainly some changes are required. So we're going to start by increasing the height of the boat, but at the same time reducing the height of the boat. It might not make a lot of sense, but I know what I mean. So we're going to have a section of boat here that's going to be blocks, like so. And I think this will boost the stability and the buoyancy of the boat. That is the plan, at least. Okay, so this entire lower section is a bit of a mess. It's kind of, I think, where all the problems came from at the beginning. So we're going to fix that now. Okay, we've got to the point where I think... Oh, it's okay, you can buy more. Okay, well that's good. I was going to say, we've just run out of one of our key, most important building pieces, but apparently you can buy more at $2 a pop, which is perfectly within our expenses range, so I'm not too worried about that now. What I do need to do though is it's hugely tricky, honestly. If you haven't yet got this game, then I do highly recommend it, but at the same time I do want to just press the fact that, I mean, you can of course go to the Steam Workshop and just download a boat, but if you really want to get the most out of this game, this is the bit that you're going to need to be practicing and doing. And although I'm not doing a great job, I am learning each time I do something. Each time I add a brick, it's becoming more obvious to me which brick needs to go there next, etc, etc, etc. Not sure they're right, are they? No, they're not right. Balls. It's quite tricky. See, look, another one. Not quite right. So close to being right, but just not right. What are these two sneaky little sods doing here? They're accidental builds, those two. Right. Okay, so we're looking really rather pretty darn good, even if I do say so myself. And I do say so myself. has been a time-consuming and expensive process, but I have to say I have enjoyed every single moment of it. I think that's going to work really well. Not quite sure about that bit yet. We'll come back to you at another time, I think, that section. Right, let's get these in. No, still no. Do I want to do one more? Yeah, I'm a lot happier with that, I've got to say. Version 1 was good, version 2 is certainly more streamlined and boat-like. Oh, yes, we do have a slight design flaw here, just a minor one. Right, so I think I can get rid of all of this lot. So this will be the airtight buoyancy aspect of the boat. I might just ditch those for the moment, just to get this straightened out. Whoops, all over the place. Looking good. Now, I feel like I ought to flatten that bottom bit out a tad. Having just built it, I now think I ought to unbuild it. And just have that front section kind of doing that job. I almost feel like I should go one more, flatten out one more section here. Yeah, I think I probably can. If I just I'm pretty sure that's going to give us enough buoyancy. Yeah, that's okay, I think. And then this section here can be completely taken away. And that gives us a good platform to put the propeller in. Let's go grab a propeller. Oh, actually, before I forget, let's grab the small ladder. Oh, we only have the small propeller. Whatever the new propeller is that you guys have been talking about, I don't yet have it. Now, I've mounted that at the back this time as opposed to my original design, which put it over here. I'm not sure if I'm digging that or not. I might be. Maybe two propellers, because I was contemplating having a second propeller anyway. So maybe that's kind of worked out rather well. Oh yeah, maybe that way. No, I don't think that's going to work quite as I wanted it to. Oh yeah, that looks okay. So now we have double propeller. So that could really give us a massive speed boost, I hope. Now, we still need to put these fin rudders in. So we're going to drop that down there because we don't need that. Right, now, which one are we going to go for? Will that work? Will that work, and do I like that? Two very important questions. Now we're going to get rid of this lip that was on here, because those passengers were really struggling to get on board. I don't think I need it to go quite that deep, actually. I think that should do it. But definitely we need some rudders. Now they're fin rudders and these are rudders. And these are what we had before, and they worked pretty darn well, I've got to say. That would mean taking sections of this out. I'd have to fill in the gaps there, but that's not necessarily a terrible thing. Although I don't think I can build without fixing that first. Now, is that going to work? I'm rather concerned that that engine, that second propeller, might be in the way now of the rudders. Well, there's only one way to find out. We'll save as Wet n Wild version 5, stick her in the water and see what we have. Well, in terms of buoyancy, we're definitely more out of the water now. And she looks a lot sleeker, a lot tidier. I think the ladder's in the right place now. Okay. So all we need to do is connect up our logic, because some of this is obviously yes, good. Alright, let's save. Let's take her out for a spin. Okay, we have a problem. We have no steering. I've obviously connected that up incorrectly. Hopefully we'll get back in. Oh, just about. Either we have no steering, or, as I predicted, we've broken the steering by putting that prop in the way. I know the physics in this game are not exactly perfect in every respect, but some things they are very hot on, and I suspect that might be part of the problem. So let's erase that. Right, because we want to retain our watertight status, I'm just going to fill the rest of this floor in. If I can do it. Something's blocking me there, I don't know what it is. Got it, eventually. Well, there's a gap in the middle. Right, so whatever I do to the bottom now, it will still retain that buoyancy or watertight situation. So I'm quite tempted to go for more props. I think that could be cool, and above all, I think it could be fast. Definitely. 3 props, I think, could be super slick. But I am wondering whether to put them... You think I could put them next to each other here? Would they get in the way of each other? They look like they would. But they wouldn't if I put them like that. Which is tempting. Or, perhaps, we do stick with the idea of having 2, but we put them here instead. I think we might just get away with that. I'm not sure. It'll be awesome if we can. I'll say that much. It would be awesome if we can get away with that. Can I then, I wonder, bring these... Oh no, they're not going to sit bang in the middle, are they? Check out our logic. Certainly 2 engines is going to be better than 1. Not sure what's happened with the... Because the steering certainly seems to be in place as expected. Take her out for another spin, see what happens. Oh, only just made that. Oh, hang on. They're counteracting each other. That's what the problem is. Which is most odd. Why is that happening? Thinking I might want to bring these props further back as well, actually. Right, so certainly there's an issue with our logic there, isn't there? Something's gone a bit skew-with. Ah, just the one rudder required. Okay, that makes more sense. Seems pretty lively. She looks better, and she hasn't lost any of her speed. In fact, if anything, I think she's a bit faster. And the handling is still absolutely spectacular. Bit of tidying up in the visuals, but I think we're good. I think we are good. We've got a ship hull that looks and works as expected. Perfect. Right. Now we just need to sort out this side area. Strip out some of the unnecessary weight. Something like that, we're thinking. I think I'll make the passengers feel a bit more secure. The boat is a bit higher up. Yeah, I think that's going to do just fine. Got there eventually. Woo! This is the tricky blighter here, this one. I don't know. I don't know. This is tricky. It really is tricky to get this right. Yeah, that's looking decidedly more boat-like, I would say. We may well need... Actually, I'm half tempted to just ditch that bit. I don't know. It's a bit high up the sides. It doesn't look quite... It doesn't look quite how I wanted it to, in all fairness. But, you know, it was a first crack. I haven't taken any kind of tutorials or anything like that, so it has been very much trial and error. Struggling to get that going where I want it to, actually. That's a bit more like it. Okay, yeah. So maybe if we have that one there, then will this one here fit where I want it? Something like that. That'll do for now. I think there's enough right about that not to worry about what's wrong with it. Right, okay, I think we've got a fully working boat. That should be us, good to go. Oh no, what's happened? We were super buoyant just now. What have I done that's broken it? Oh dear. There's no holes. It's the extra weight I've added. It must be. Damn. Right, okay, so the shape and the design I much prefer, but if she's too heavy, then we've got problems. I've taken a layer off as much as I dare. Just have to think happy thoughts, I guess. Oh, crikey. Tricky game, this. Very tricky game. And still, we are not buoyant. Balls. Oh, look at that. Yeah, do you know what? I'm no good at this, am I? Absolutely rubbish. So we shifted quite a lot of weight there by doing that. A lot of unnecessary, I'm surprised how much unnecessary blocks I've left in here by accident. Or how many unnecessary blocks I should say. Okay. So that should, theoretically, have a significant impact. What's this section here? On the buoyancy of the boat. There's a lot of unnecessary crap I got rid of there. So hopefully now we'll be back to a buoyant state. Ah.